a shirt with a secret compartment, a bike-specific hoodie, and riding a wool shirt in the summer. That's what we're going to talk about today, 4 alternatives to a bike jersey. Welcome back, Pathless Peddlers, and if you're new to the channel, if you're into the non-competitive side of cycling, riding, party pace, you found your people, hit that subscribe button. So before I get going, we should probably get all the platitudes away. Every shirt is a biking shirt. Every shirt's also an 80s mountain bike. So as you guys know, I like to ride in plain clothes and in particular long sleeve button-up shirts during the summer. For me, they're just a little bit more multifunctional, especially for commuting and touring, because you can walk into a store or a campsite and not feel like you have landed from a different planet. Also, I find long sleeve shirts keep me cooler. I know this sounds counterintuitive, but I find that having light and loose clothing keeps the sun off your skin, so you don't have to wear sunscreen, you don't get baked, and you also get some advantages of evaporative cooling. And also, apparently, I'm a hipster. Whatever I do, I'm just a hipster. Check out my hipster iPhone and my hipster remote, because I'm a hipster people. So the first shirt I'm going to talk about is this one. This is actually a fly fishing shirt by Patagonia. Specifically, it's their Island Hopper shirt. And that's very important because although the shirts look similar, they have very distinct features, and I'll get into why I like this one specifically. Because it's a fly fishing shirt, it's meant to keep you cool in the sun, and it's also meant to dry really quickly. It also has what they call an action back, because as you know, when you're fly fishing, you're casting, you're moving your arms, and this actually translates really well when riding on a bike. It gives you a lot of range of motion on the bike, if you will. It's got your typical basic features, set of buttons here so you can roll it up and turn it into a mid-length sleeve shirt. In super hot and sunny conditions, let's say riding in the desert, you can also flip up the collar and get a little bit more protection on your neck. Not arrow, I know, but you gotta make sacrifices. Probably my favorite feature of this shirt is the pockets. That's right, you can open up the pockets as you would any other pocket and put your phone in, and no, it will fit an iPhone no problem. Again, fly fishing shirts are made to carry fly boxes, which are much larger than your typical phone. So these pockets are actually very useful. You can carry nutrition in them, or I even use them to carry small action cameras. But believe it or not, that is not the cool part. The cool part is this. Yes, you can access the pocket through the top, through the button, but there is also a cutout here, so you can quickly stow things away. Without even opening the button, you can get into things super quickly. Let's say you're filming something with your phone or taking a picture, and you have to put it away really quickly. You can just put it in through the side entry pocket. And the shirt has this side entry for both pockets. So pretty cool in my opinion. I think this is super useful in grabbing nutrition or electronic devices, and the feature I'd love to see in actual bike specific clothing. If there is any downside, I think the fit might be a little bit awkward for some. I'm 5'8" and I'm actually wearing the size small. Patagonia has some really strange sizing sometimes, so a little tricky to get the right fit. I also would have liked the tail to be a little bit longer, but it's a sacrifice I can live with because of the functionality of the pockets. Next two pieces are by Clubride, so this is a bike-specific brand. And for full disclosure, these two pieces were sent in for review. This one is their Go Long shirt, and I believe the color is like fiery plaid or something like that. And I love this material. It's nice and light and stretchy, and it breathes pretty well. Again, long sleeve, but through the magic of buttons, yes, you can shorten the sleeve or roll it up and turn it into a 3/4 or higher sleeve shirt. So versatility. I also like the cut of the shirt. It's definitely a little bit longer than the Patagonia shirt, so more coverage when you're over the bike. I also feel like it's less boxy than the Patagonia shirt, a little bit more tailored and arrow. If that's important to you, it's not important to me. The shirt does feature one pocket here in the front, and it is unfortunately very, very small. I can only get I can get most of my iPhone in here. It still wants to kind of peep out. This is probably my main complaint of this shirt, is that, let's be real guys, when you're riding a bike, you know you're going to be on the gram. You got to make these pockets gram friendly. It doesn't have to be full blown, side entry Patagonia style, but please at least make it fit a decent sized phone. Another thing I like about this shirt over the Patagonia shirt is it's got quick snap buttons. So this makes it super easy to open it up and vent out on a hot climb. So once again, the Go Long shirt by Clubride. The next bike jersey alternative is this sun shirt. This is the Helios sun shirt by Clubride. And this piece is pretty interesting because it does take those principles of having coverage with a long sleeve, lightweight material during the sun, but applies it to the hoodie form factor. So yes, it does have a hoodie, like so, 50 SPF, lots of sun protection, and it's made of two very distinct fabrics. This orange material is a really light mesh. Like if you held it up to the light, see pinpricks of light coming through. This kind of darker taupe material is a little bit denser, a little bit more opaque, but still fairly breathable. In terms of venting, you've got a zipper, but it is only a quarter zip, so not quite as airy as the two other options. It also doesn't have a front pocket, which is kind of a bummer for me because that's where I like to keep action cameras when I'm filming. It does, however, have two side zip pockets here on either side. Probably best to keep it light here. If you put a phone, it gets a little bit too draggy and kind of ruins the flow of the material. I think it's a cool idea, but I do prefer a button-up shirt better just because of the front pocket access as well as the ability to fully vent it. But hey, if a hoodie is your style, this is definitely one to check out. I actually think it makes an awesome multi-sport sun shirt. Perfect for fly fishing if you're out on the water. This is something that you could take on the bike and on the water. Finally, the last shirt I'm going to review is this one. This is the Apex Technical Merino Tee by Showers Pass. I know you think of Showers Pass as mostly a rain gear company, but they have been branching out into base layers and summer layers as well. And this is one of their latest offerings. It's a merino poly blend. What's nice about it is that it has a really soft hand and also is a little less saggy than a pure merino wool shirt in my experience so far. The cut is pretty basic. It's a crew neck cut. I think it's meant to be a standalone shirt, but because we're still in spring here in Montana, I've been using it primarily as a base layer and it works really well. Because of the merino, it resists odors. I've worn this, for a week and a half straight between washings, and it still feels great and doesn't smell as terrible as you would think. One thing I love about this shirt in particular is the color. Usually when you see a merino shirt, it tends to be kind of earthy or dark colors. It's nice to see a fun, bright merino blend shirt. So those are 4 alternatives to a jersey that I've been riding with the last couple months. In terms of which one is my favorite, I tend to use this as a base layer, so combining it with the 2 other shirts. I probably ride in the Patagonia fly fishing shirt a lot more often, primarily because I'm always filming and I have a need for pockets. But the Clubride Go Long is a close second. And typically when I'm not filming and I don't have to carry things in my pockets, I'll actually go with this one. I like the cut better. I like the snaps. It's easier to manipulate while riding. But that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think. What are your favorite alternatives to a bike jersey? Yes, I know every shirt is a bike shirt. If you like this content, consider supporting the channel. Stop by the gift shop. We still have tons of stickers and pins. Join us on Patreon. And as always, keep the supple side down.